Hey guys, what's going on? It's RC Lee. I'm here looking at my Kraton 6S, the V5, and also my Granite V3. I took these out recently to Fiesta Island down in San Diego, and if you guys saw the video, I was definitely pushing this thing to the limits and ended up snapping off the wheelie bar and the wing mount here. So the wheelie bar is actually okay, but the wing mount, the plastic actually just snapped off. And so the screws also are snapped. Luckily I have extra screws. I think it's possible that one of those screws or both of them were already compromised and already cracked or broken when I took this thing out, because I was noticing that the wing had a little bit of additional movement, flex, like it was just the plastic holding it. So it's possible that that broke because one of the screws was already broken again, which is a bummer because that's kind of a double weak point. But I do have those parts and they are fairly cheap. So I ordered a new wing mount. It's actually $9.90. I believe it's like $9.99 on Amazon. It's only $10 for that part, and it comes with all of the mount here to hold the wheelie bar. It doesn't come with the wheelie bar, but all those bracket pieces there. So I actually ordered two of those because there's 6 left. I mean, at $9 a piece, if it breaks again, I have extra screws and I have an extra plastic wheelie bar now, or wing mount. I looked at getting the metal upgrades, and I just can't quite justify it yet. Now, if I break it again after these 2 sets, I'll probably go with metal, which I really don't want to do. I'd really rather not put the extra weight and just spend that much money, because then once you do that, you want to kind of connect everything inside to make it more durable. So then at that point, there's a piece you can get that connects here that Heavy Metal RC, I believe, did on his Kraton 6S, where it connects this and makes this more durable, which kind of seems like that's the way it should be from factory, that all of that should be connected as one piece. But either way, and then getting this upgraded to metal is probably a good idea as well. And so if you start doing that stuff, it just seems like you go down a path, and by then you spend a ton more money on the truck. I really don't want to do that. I know it's a weak spot, but it doesn't really affect the truck. I probably could keep driving it as it is. I just want to have more protection for those shocks in the back. And as for the Granite, I took this thing apart again. I didn't want to waste your time doing all that on camera, but took this apart, and I was a little disappointed to find that I've shredded yet another spur gear. So this is the second one that's happened, and I think it's going to pretty much keep happening if I'm really running it hard and landing under power, or with power on. I guess that would make a little more sense. But I'm just tired of replacing this. It's easy enough, and it's $4.99. I could just buy another one or two and just keep them on hand. But again, you start getting to this point where, you know, is it worth it to upgrade? Now, I did find the heavy duty version of this spur gear that's steel from Arma, and the part number is a little bit different than it is on the technical pack here. So on here it shows that plastic spur number as 310947. So 310945 is the steel version of that. 310946 is actually this piece here. So but 310945 is the metal spur gear. It's the same exact size, it's a 57 tooth 0.8 mod, and it will fit directly on here and have the same performance, but it's $32. And so I just don't know if I really want to spend that on this spur gear, if I just want to spend another $5 or $10 getting plastic ones and replacing them. It's really easy to do, but it's also really annoying because you can't drive the truck. Once it does that, you don't have any torque. So that's where I'm at. As another upgrade to the Granite, the body shell is holding up pretty well. It finally got some cracking going on top here, but it held up actually fairly well compared to my son's, who's a lot newer. It's been doing pretty good, but it is still cracking just slightly. If I would have taped that, I think it would have held up probably a little better, but it seems to be doing fairly well for what I've been doing to it. I've since bent both sides of the wheelie bar now. It's cracked, and so, you know, it's about time. The steering servo is getting a little slow, so I'm probably going to be replacing that soon. But like I said, I hate to spend money unnecessarily on these. I already spend so much as it is with parts and different trucks that I like to wait until parts actually break to replace them. But once they break more than once or twice, I start to consider getting metal But again, just remember that when you do that, you increase the weight of your vehicle. Even if it's aluminum, it's going to be a little heavier than plastic because it's also usually thicker. But also, it's obviously going to cost more money. So at $32 for a spur gear, I could buy 6 $5 spur gears, and have the same difference, but I have to do all that work. And you also get a truck that doesn't perform and breaks down on you, which is pretty frustrating. And so that's kind of where I'm at with all those things. So I probably will get the steel spur gear just because I think this is something that's going to keep happening and it makes the truck not perform. As far as the Kraton, I'm going to stay with the plastic at this point, but I probably will upgrade to aluminum. But when I do that, I'm probably also going to do some more supports, maybe a center brace and a metal brace for the bottom there in the rear. And also eventually some steering hubs and things like that. But I don't want to get into spending that money until those parts start to wear out a little bit more, kind of get some more mileage out of it. So I just was wondering what you guys think. What's your opinion? This is all just my opinion. I obviously don't know everything at all. I'm just having fun with this stuff. And like I said, let me know if you own either of these vehicles, what you've done, if you have the spur gear that you keep melting, and if you've had any issues with your Kraton 6S with the wing mount snapping. All right, guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned. We're going to have a new truck coming to the channel. I'll give you a hint. It's another Arma 3S vehicle. Go ahead and leave your guess down below in the comments. Like I said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.